let's keep it rolling. Joining us live now, North Dakota Senator John Hoeven. Senator, it's always great to see you. Welcome in, sir.
Thanks, Ed. Good to be with you.
So what's your sense? You heard Bruce laying the stakes. You live and work in Washington at least half the time. And today we saw a really despicable scene where the Vice President of the United States is trying to buy Shake Shack, I think, to National Guard troops, men and women in uniform, putting their lives on the line essentially to make that city safe. And they're, F this, F that, calling the Vice President, the Defense Secretary, a Nazi. Can you believe this is going on?
It's terrible. And I think people across the country take a look at that and reject it. They say that is not what we want for the people that live in Washington, D.C., for the people that work there. And how about for every single American coming there? They want to be safe in our nation's capital. And that's what this is about. So I think, we're talking and to your prior guest and your opening, your introduction, this is where Democrats are going the wrong direction. Americans see it. Whether it's common sense in our domestic policy, securing the border, security in our cities, our foreign policy, lower taxes, our economic policy, all these things come back to common sense. And that's what President Trump, the Trump team, and the Republican Congress are doing. And I think the more the American people see what you just described, the better for electing more Republicans.
Absolutely. What do you think has really led to the demise, not just of the Democrat Party, but some of their own party stalwarts calling it out, like a Chris Cuomo? His father was the longtime governor of New York. His brother was, the drill. These are not random people. These are Democrat Party stalwarts, not just saying the party's dead, but they have no answers, sir. Why are they still wandering in the forest without any idea where to go?
Well, that's a good question. It does seem like a lot of the energy in the Democrat Party is on the very progressive liberal left. But I think there's a lot of mainstream Democrats, if you will, that look at the Biden policies, look at the open borders, illegal immigration, crime in the cities, our lack of standing in the world stage, our military not being as strong as it is now again under the Trump administration. The high taxes, the high inflation, the overregulation, not, developing our own energy resources here at home. All those things I think they're looking at and trying to turn that around. But right now, those Democrat policies are going the wrong direction.
Yeah. So last thing, how does this set up your party, you believe, heading into the midterms? Because there's always this hand wringing about the president in power. His or her party usually loses a bunch of seats. And if the Democrats get this power, they're going to try to impeach him again. They're going to stall the agenda. They're going to be investigating everybody. What's your final word on how this sets up 2026?
We got to keep getting things done, whether it's securing the border, strengthening the military, reducing and making permanent lower taxes, growing the economy, getting inflation down, making sure that we get the Tren de Aragua and MS-13 criminal organizations out of this country, growing our energy strength, securing our food supply. All of these things, getting things done is what works. That's what serves the American people.
Yeah, absolutely. To your point, in the last election, the Democrats were telling us that MS-13 and Tren de Aragua, they weren't in places like Aurora, Colorado. I think in Colorado in the last 24 hours, they indicted and convicted like 24 of these gang members. So they were there. Trump was right, as they like to say, and you were right as well. Senator John Hoeven, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Ed. Good to be with you.
Always good to see you.